Come on in, Alyssa. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on
All right,
in.
Sandy. I mean, Captain Sandy. Okay, I'm here. What's up?
Oh,
What's up?
it's so
What's
good.
up?
It's so good. It's so good to see you
Really?
this morning. You're looking great.
Yeah.
Got a rosy
Thanks.
glow
Thanks.
about you.
Well, I was just laying on that deck. It had a little.
So I'm going to
What's
let you
up?
go. I'm letting you
What?
go.
Huh?
You go let. Letting you
Huh?
go. Vamos. Get out.
What?
Off the boat.
Okay.
Now. Ross, get her out. Take her
Okay.
out. Escort her.
All right.
Boop,
Thank you.
boop, boop. Exit stage right.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm
Yeah.
leaving. Okay.
Bye. Don't let the
Bye.
door hit you. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
There's not a door.
well, that was quick. That was quick. Fraser the bridge. Fraser the bridge.
Yeah. Hello, Captain.
That's
Hey,
Scottish,
how are
but
you?
sure.
Sorry. She's
Um,
trying. Hey, Captain. Oh,
I just want
yes,
you to know,
what can I?
just let
Yes.
Alyssa go.
Oh,
Just let Alyssa
really?
go.
Really? Oh, really?
Here's
Really?
the
All right.
thing.
Well, then I
Here's
guess we'll
the
muddle
thing.
through then, won't we?
No, listen. I hate firing people.
Oh, yes.
Hate it.
Yes.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good to fire someone.
No,
It feels
I
fucking
imagine.
fantastic. I mean,
Really?
sorry, that was the inside,
Pardon?
Sandy.
Pardon. Okay, pardon. Okay, well, I'm sure
I
we'll
don't
carry
like
on
I
then.
don't I don't like firing people. I don't like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. We got another charter. They're demanding, and you're down two stews. I think
Yeah.
it's time for a
Correct.
reset. I think
Oh.
you're going to do the best you ever have. You already feel lighter? Because I feel lighter.
Oh, right. Well, we'll see,
So
Captain.
get your
I
tight
kind of
little British
want to
butt down there and serve these very entitled women. Okay?
Roger.
Move fast.
Roger.
No breaks.
Roger. Thank you.
Ooh, God, it's a beautiful day. Oh, she's
When
really
you're
the best at this.
smiling, she's the best.
She is
the
unbelievable at just and she thinks the best part is she thinks she's putting on a show of this really hurts me, but I couldn't let this insubordination go. Y'all, it's Below Dick. Season 10, episode 13. Another one. Boom, boom, boom. And another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. And another one bites the dust.
Short and sweet.
Sorry.
Short and sweet. That was my favorite line.
can-
Short and sweet.
Oh, short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
What do you think of Alyssa's reaction?
Oh, wow.
Isn't it?
Just classic Alyssa.
It's exactly what you kind of thought.
Oh, yeah.
She stood there, and then she went, I wrote down, she went, this is so funny.
Yeah, when she was
You're really disconnected from your own feelings.
Well, she's such a mean girl. She really just is.
Yeah.
That idea of, and she never apologized. Like, she should have apologized
No.
and said, when she said, you called me Sandy and Cap, she should have said, I'm so sorry. But the entitlement, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
And the fact that when she left, she immediately, y'all, Alyssa's always the hero of her story. So immediately she said, so I'm the scapegoat because she can't fire Fraser. So she has to fire me to make an example of me. And I went, or you were terrible.
Yeah, I think the difference between someone like Camille leaving and Alyssa leaving is we expected Camille to be unprofessional and awful because she is a screeching reality TV bird.
She is.
Alyssa was covert because she acted like a professional. And She was yeah, Camille was definitely a cast member that was hired to bring drama, and Alyssa
For
was not.
sure.
And I
No, because as
and
Fraser said,
so
Alyssa was really good at her job, and
right.
that's hard. Where y'all Camille didn't like the
Not good at her
work.
job.
We don't e
Not good at her
we don't
job.
even know she was
Terrible.
good at her job. She never really even did the fucking job.
She was there as a personality. And there's room for that, but on Below Deck, you have to have at least 50% of your crew who is competent.
Yeah, I think she
So
thought people were going to do the hard work for her, and this was a fake
yeah,
reality show. But again, y'all, we have heard from people on authority that this is they
yeah.
have to do the work on this show.
No, if you've seen this show, any people were saying, why was Camille hired? Watch a couple seasons of Below Deck. This is the third stew slot. This is the incompetent one who's going to be funny.
And made
And
for a good show.
yeah, but yeah, the insubordination part was we haven't really seen a lot of that. Especially with a male captain. We've seen it a little, you've seen it sometimes a little bit with some male stews, or sorry, not male stews, male deck crew with Sandy in the beginning, but she would shut that shit down. But
Yeah.
rarely have we seen people be insubordinate to Sandy. And y'all, you do not be. I guarantee Alyssa was out of there. Sandy was looking for reasons because that's all you needed is when the Sandy thing called Sandy instead of Captain Sandy. That was it. Then she was just looking for reasons.
I think again, it's kind of like what I talked about Fraser. Like Fraser broke like gay code and corrected her, but with Alyssa, she's like even worse. Alyssa broke woman code,
Yeah,
woman
yeah.
to woman,
Well,
like in
no,
that because with
no, she
men,
broke
she was like
maritime law.
maritime law. Oh,
So yeah, the show does feel different without Alyssa because we don't have to hear "babe, babe"
babe,
all the time.
babe.
Ugh.
Y'all, real quick before we talk about some of the Poodle, I'm gonna need your thoughts and your prayers. Hashtag protect Poodle, y'all, because he's gonna be at the Crappy Awards,
The
Crappies this
Golden
Friday.
Crappies.
It's Friday, right, or Saturday?
Friday, February 24th. It is streamed on their own moment, their own digital worldwide moment. You can go to their
Moment,
website,
yes.
watchwhatcrappens.com,
It's at the Wheel
to get
Turn
this
here in
live
Los
streaming.
Angeles. I'm not. I'm in Oklahoma. My nephew will be getting married, so I'm here for that. But Poodle, which means Poodle's on his lonesome, y'all, at
Ooh,
the
I'm
Wheel Turn.
Stag. I'm
I'm
going
you.
Stag.
You need to remember you represent a brand, not just your ass.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to show up and show out.
Y'all, if you just see him, if you just see like a human poodle kind of walking around with a drink, just like posing, that means he's calling like a dolphin for some man to
There
come
better be
bone
open
him.
bar.
Y'all, just take care of him for me. Take care of
Don't
him.
you know what? Men's don't control me. I'll do what I want.
You can't
very
have a
excited.
poodle's playpen at their show.
I'm participating some. My categories. Two of them are below deck categories. So I will be
Great.
talking about. Those are the categories that I'm helping to hand out.
What if
Very
Captain
excited.
Sandy is there?
She's not going to be.
She's not going to be.
If she would, she would. If she was, I would do her right to her face. And she was like, "That's not me.
That's not
What
me.
are you doing?"
Is that? She'd say, "Is that? So is that funny? Is that a joke?"
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, exactly." It's like,
yeah. So anyway, check that out. You can join the moment. I do think we have a link for that. A Sissy posted in the Sissy Squad. We have a moment, and but that's it. If you want to buy a ticket to the show, go to Watch What Crappens website. I don't even know the website. It's not for us to know. It's their bag.
WatchWhatCrappens.com.
Whatever, y'all. Google it. Please don't ask us on how to get tickets because we don't know their life.
It's gonna be a good time.
They
always have special guests arrive.
And it's so close to our house. We both could just grab an Uber and get there and have a drink and leave. Oh well, that's fine. I'll be eating barbecue at a rehearsal dinner. I'm excited. No, I'm very excited. It's gonna be. This is the event of Ardmore.
Classy
300 people are
rehearsal
coming to this
dinner.
wedding. Well, they're doing like
300.
it's a 300 people are coming to this wedding.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get
How
COVID.
many from your side?
Mostly theirs. We actually
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
gonna
have as big
say.
as family. Yeah. I think well, but Aunt Darla and Aunt Peggy are both coming. So we're gonna see how that works out because y'all know they're not talking.
They don't
No,
speak.
and Peggy wanted to bring Emmy because she thinks my dad's and the dog. So she thinks, well, what if Emmy just sits and hit your because I'm sure they're gonna leave an empty seat. And she's like, well, what if Emmy just sits in Chelsea's seat? I went, well, that's a dog and she's not well behaved. So she's not gonna
That's
sit there.
that is crazy. You're not so they're gonna leave an empty chair and she wants to put the dog in his empty
Why not?
chair.
It's my dad. It's my dad.
You mean the dog?
Yeah, she wants to take the dog in the middle of the church, which it's not going to be a religious ceremony, but still, it's in a church. We just rented it out. Anyway, very exciting.
So yeah, check us, y'all. Big news. We may or may not have an interview from this season. We're lining it up. Should we talk about that
We
now?
are. We're trying.
Um,
Save it. We're trying. People are working on schedules, but we are trying to get an interview with a cast member from this season. Yes.
of this season of Below Deck.
Yeah.
So
We still need to get
working on that.
Marcos.
That's true. We just need to I feel bad about bothering him because he leaves our brain because we're not on his season. And I don't think
He
he's gonna
said he
do
wants
another
to be on the
season.
show. No, but still, we'd have him on. We
No,
just
you're
got
right.
busy.
We should have him on at the same time that we do
Maybe.
another one.
Now we're just planning the podcast in front of the show. We need to stop.
Don't you love strategy meetings when we're on the air?
Yeah. What shit though? You made me forget about another announcement. We talked about Watch What Crappens show. Oh, we are planning on y'all. We will be doing at the reunion, whether it's 2 parts or 1, but for one of those episodes, we will be doing a collab with Lean Castillo from Everyone Is Terrible. That's what we're planning on doing at the end of the season. I don't know if we announced that yet on Below Deck yet.
I don't know if that's been announced, yes, but he will be coming on to talk about
so we'll be doing that.
the drama. I think that's all the announcements.
Yes, because normally we said that'll be good because the reunions can be kind of boring, but I think this reunion is going to be lit.
I'm wondering if Alyssa's showing up.
I think she's too much of an egomaniac.
Camille is going to show up.
Oh, yes.
Certain Camille will be there. Captain Sandy and Captain Lee will be there, probably.
Yeah,
Sandy's
Rachel's going to be there.
in person.
Or not going to be there.
Rachel's because she's already said on social media she's having her snatched waxed that evening, and so she won't be able to make it.
She's a goddamn icon. She really is.
Getting my snatch waxed that evening, as she said.
She says, okay, my first tea bag is hashtag justice for Camille. And I was like,
I don't know if I would go that far. You were still a terrible worker. She would have still gotten fired.
Even the fact that she uses hashtag justice for, which has been used a lot for people of color that have been slain, the fact that she's appropriating that just tells you she's a terrible person.
Well, yeah, I don't think that was in doubt.
But I wrote, as Poodle says all the time, y'all, both things can be true. Camille can be terrible and Alyssa can be. And I guarantee you, if Alyssa was not on this ship, Camille still would have been fired.
Yeah, she would have. And it probably would have been earlier.
Yeah.
So, actually, I think she would have maybe made it out a little bit further because there wouldn't have been a lot of flack between her and the second stew.
It would have bubbled up between her and Fraser.
Yeah, that's what it would have been. My first tea bag is we already talked about Elisa. Is, y'all, Below Deck always does this when you think they love to mess with their audience, especially when someone who's kind of beloved is not doing well or getting the short end of the stick. Like people love Fraser, and there was some everyone firebombed Sandy last week at what she said to him, and it was mean. But Below Deck loves a redemption arc,
They
and
do.
it is created. And what will happen at the reunion is Sandy and Lee will say, Fraser, you've really turned it around, man. In one season. That's unbelievable. And y'all, they did this to build character and build support. Fraser's going to be with this franchise a long time. He
I
likes
think so
it.
too.
He's good. Um, and he's good TV. I think he's learned a lot this season. He does seem this idea of he's like, I'm going to be here now. I'm not going to be everyone's friend. I'm going to be work the hardest. And I think he got a little bit kind of burned from the flames of the world of the yachting thing. He learned more, and so I think it's made him a little bit more, to say it for lack of a better term, professional. In other words, he's not going to be as
Mhm.
friendly with the stews.
Well, don't you? It's that's part of, not to sound like Sandy, but that's part of learning to be a leader. Is that the first time I remember the first time ever in my life when I was younger, but when you're leading something, you realize, oh wait, if other people fuck up, this reflects on me.
Yeah,
Like it's not just that part. And I think this is the first time for him really experiencing that.
and it's not a friendship circle when
No.
you're not trying to be friends with people. You're working on a
Yeah.
boat.
You're working on a boat. And again, y'all, remember, Sandy's going to take credit for all of his
she's
positive
going to.
change.
She's going to.
She
She's going to
already
be
is.
She's gonna be able to say at the end, my favorite thing, y'all, spoiler alert, Captain Lee is coming back next episode.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Captain Lee, when she said this, I busted out laughing.
I
She's
know
like,
what you're gonna read. It made me
she
laugh.
went, oh, now Captain Lee can just step on board and have a really, really sweet operating machine. Sweet,
Streamlined.
sweetly operating machine.
Because she did it all. And
Because she did all the work.
I mean, I will say again, y'all, we make fun of her, but if you look back, she did what needed to be done to fix this fucking
She
mess of a
did.
ship.
She did.
She did, y'all.
Not
She
in
did it well.
not in the best managerial sense, but
No.
and it was probably a lot uglier than it needed to be. Lee would have been a lot more. He probably would have let Camille go on for a longer time. Or actually, he doesn't really put up with a lot of shit. If the managers came to him, he would have said, "Yep, you need to go." Unemotional.
I think Lee is like, when I break up with someone, and it's pretty like one and done final. Captain Lee breaks up with someone kind of like Poodle in his late
You
20s.
mean Sandy?
Or Sandy, kind of like a poodle in your late 20s.
Yeah, I go back and I want to bang them again, and I like give them another chance because their
And
dick's
then sometimes
big.
you don't want to be with them. Y'all, I
I just want to
remember
fuck
when
them.
Jake, you wanted to fuck with guys a little bit. You wanted to
Yeah,
be wanted.
sometimes you gotta fuck with them.
You've grown
Gotta
out
you
of it.
gotta raise the stakes. Sometimes life needs to be interesting.
But that's
Um,
what she does. So anything
what's
else about
your?
the whole firing debacle? I think that's everything I needed to talk about.
Yeah, I think I
Except for, again, I did not want to see Camille back again when they brought her back. She's like, I've been vindicated. I went,
no.
sit down. This
Well,
is not your testimonial in church.
the thing is, people know they know that people either love to laugh at her or hate her, and she provokes strong feelings. So
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna have her do anything they want. She's a reality show staple.
Well,
Women like
did,
Camille.
did I tell you because I was on Leon Castillo's podcast and we were talking about her and reading her when she was still on. And he posted like an audio clip of it. And she posted, I don't know if I told you, she commented on it and said, why are y'all so mean?
Oh, for us?
No, for me and Leon, but
Oh,
us
okay.
too. She's like, "Why are you so mean?"
Oh, because you're on television. That's why I'm mean. I'll do anything I fucking want. You're on television. That gives me the right to say anything I fucking choose. That's why I'm mean. God, how dare they? You're on television. I could piss on a drawing of your face, and it would all be fine because you're on TV. Get it? She was on fucking American Idol.
She was.
That's the thing. Camille could have been on any reality show. It wouldn't have
Yeah.
mattered. She could have been on The Bachelor. She could have been on Temptation Island. She is your typical reality show contestant. Someone with a shitty attitude, who's pretty, who can give good sound bites. She could do anything.
She could have been on Love is Blind. That's coming back, y'all. We just saw
Yeah.
end of March. Love is Blind's coming back, I think March 24th.
This is not her last reality show. Let me make that clear. This is not Camille's last, or definitely not her last attempt.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
With that, I want you to remember that Jake's mean because you're on TV, and we're going to take a commercial break.
It's about time that we got a crazy amount of charter guests. It's about
time. It's about time.
We got Toddlers and Tiaras, the Cocoon edition.
We did.
Yeah.
Because
AARP edition.
Behind every pageant queen is one of the most gayest men you've ever met in your life.
He was gay. I enjoyed him, though.
Oh, I loved him.
He was kind of the nicest person on the boat of everyone in that charter.
I'm going to say this now. I've already told you about my friend Sarah. I helped coach her to be Miss East Commerce.
You've given
I
this
know, but
stuff.
so y'all know, and my cousin Lolo, she was 4th runner-up Miss Oklahoma. I have been around pageant queens.
I feel like I could tell this story. I've heard it so many times.
I'm just saying, if I continue to live in the South, this is the type of gay man I would be. And to be honest, I kind of like Tyler or Twinkie or whatever his name is, the other Tyler. I look at John and I went, I respect you because I don't know if I could be that gay, and a part of me wants to, and I'd be afraid to.
He is living
his
truth. He's had just a little bit of work done to his face.
I'm not there yet, but I will be.
But it's been too much. Come on. That's too much work.
Well, he does a lot of Botox and filler, a lot of filler.
Just that. To me, it was that rubber face look that people get.
So here's the deal. What I'm learning, y'all, because y'all know I'm going to get some stuff. But so I'm doing all this research. It really is good facial surgery is good facial surgery. And there's good filler and good Botox. But the face that people don't like, that rubbery face is bad Botox and too much filler. Like that is Madonna. It's not a bad facelift as much as it's bad filler, and because filler doesn't fully go away and it can leave residue. So once you get more filler, it just builds and builds, and then you get that kind of puffed look. You
don't think he had at least a nose job and some type of brow lift? Because I think he...
Probably, but I know many people have had a brow lift and it looks great. It's the Botox and the filler that, like, when you're 50, I'm going to make you get a brow lift just so I don't have to look at it.
Jesus.
But it'll look great. It'll look very nice and natural.
But it looked, and he's not even that old.
No,
he's
actually,
probably in his 40s.
I would have 55. You got pretty good skin. I think you won't need it till you're later. Because I made you wear sunblock. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're gonna be just a disembodied head at that point.
Oh, y'all,
still
I am
and tucked.
Oh yes. I
just want to say, they come up in their pageant dresses, y'all, and
I loved it.
They have a lot of dietary restrictions too. So Rachel's basically like saying, "I'm gonna be really quiet because I gotta think about a lot," which is kind of freaky. So it's a John. We find out, y'all. I want to talk about this. John has a daughter, and I was like, "Oh, with a man," and she's like, "No, I was married."
And just
I went to a woman.
no. I need to. Well, yes, it happened. Well, in the South, it happens. We all know our church director.
That's
But
true.
I want you to tell the story the way John told the story. It was like someone said, "Hey, John, how's your asparagus? Do you like that going well?"
Well, yeah, I was married. We had a daughter. It was, and then my wife came home and she's had an affair with her boss. I don't blame her.
And wait, and you left out the biggest part. And wife came home and
Oh,
told him not that she had affair, that the
our
child
daughter isn't mine.
isn't John's. And he
Yeah.
said, "Yeah." And I found out my daughter wasn't mine. But it all worked out. Now they call me Papa. Hey, hand me that mac and cheese. And I went, okay, here we are. Here we are. We're just.
It was a little bit. I was a little heady from that talk.
I was still spinning, and he already was wearing a thong with his huge dick just
I
hanging
was
out
gonna
in it.
say that's a big old cock. It's a
Rachel's
big
like,
bulge.
look at that meaty penis just I was like, that's a big bulge. John's got a big dick, y'all. Either that or really bulbous balls.
I think it's a mixture of the two. It is. I don't know if it's long. It is quite a thick sausage, though. I can tell you that.
Would you sleep with John?
I would.
I would too.
I would. He's hot.
Fraser would not. And
No.
John, not for a lack of trying.
That's true. What's your next tea bag?
Well, that is my next tea bag.
I know. I was one would say, y'all. Captain Sandy, was there music from the movie Mr. Mom? Captain Sandy learning how to do housework. She's Michael Keaton, y'all, and Mr. Mom. So we need to get Caitlin to make that.
Yeah, we do.
Get Sandy's face on Michael Keaton. Do people even know the movie Mr. Mom? Because
older people like us.
That was back in the time, the crazy time when men were home and they did housework. Oh, who would have imagined?
Who would have known? Batman's doing the dishes.
They had to do things that women did. But y'all, Sandy's like, so I can help you turn down beds. And so Fraser's like, that's okay.
Look at all these sheets. This is just for one room. This is as many sheets as they had in just the 10 of us.
At one point, she's like, and Tyler's like, she's not exactly a good stew. She's like, is this good? Is this where I need to do it? Y'all, Sandy has never turned down a bed. That's why it's laughable.
She is not, but I will say that is a great thing as a captain do, because y'all, she fired this stew an hour and a half before the charter started.
Yeah. No, she really fucked him. She fucked him.
She knew that because she could have fired Alyssa the night before and at least given them more time or tried to get another stew.
Yeah. I will say, we make fun of Captain Sandy constantly without ceasing.
We do.
She makes really good TV, and she knows how to make really good TV. And almost better than any of them.
I'm going to say this. She's my favorite captain to watch on Below Deck.
Oh, fuck off. Now, I will say that.
I didn't say I like her.
I don't know if I enjoy it, but I still think she makes a really good show. But
okay, so think about which captain do we talk about the most when we watch Below Deck?
I agree with you. I'm just saying a lot of people would say it was my favorite captain is the person they like the most.
No, I didn't say that. I said, but there's my favorite captain to fuck, and we know who that is.
Jason.
Yeah. Ooh. Captain J. Although my favorite captain is my favorite captain actually is Captain Glenn.
Mine too.
I love Lee, but Captain Glenn's my favorite captain.
I love Captain Glenn.
But Captain Sandy is my favorite to watch. And we don't know much about Captain Norm or whatever, the one who's going to be for Below Deck. What's his name?
Captain Carey.
Carey. Whatever.
Mr. Mom. We're gonna have to tell Caitlin who Mr. Mom is because she's in her
She's not gonna
20s.
know. She's not gonna know at all. At
The
all.
struggle is real, y'all.
Yeah,
To,
she's not gonna
to,
know.
to have references that no one understands.
Yeah, struggle's real.
When you talk to someone in their 20s and you're going, yeah, blah blah blah. When I was watching Breakfast Club, and they just kind of like they have a blank expression, and you're like, oh, you weren't born, and
No, you aren't. Now,
yeah.
my next feedback, I hope Haley does well because we don't really see it this episode, but she talks about, she's like, Alyssa did all the service in the bar. Really, Haley did a lot of house cleaning or housekeeping. So she's like, I'm fucking freaking out. She's like, I love it when she said, I know how to consume alcohol, but I don't, not really good at making the drinks.
She's gonna be back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know she's different than Camille, y'all, but Haley is also a garden variety reality show contestant because
You mean
she's got good.
she's a different type of star. That's what you
Yes,
mean.
yes,
Okay.
she is. We see her type on reality shows. She's kind of too much for all of it, and she's very funny.
Yeah.
So she's often the type who people love and want to see over and over again in different ways, like
Yeah.
in different shows. And so she'll be on Perfect Match or something like that on Netflix.
Or the Tudors, not the Tudors,
The
the
Traitors.
Traitors.
The wives of Henry VIII meet in a castle in Scotland and decide, and 2 of them are traitors and 4 of them are faithfuls. Which one will be beheaded? We know. We already know it's poor Anne. Which ones will get divorced?
Tudors or traitors?
It's always Catherine Parr who's standing, y'all. It's always Catherine Parr. This was a niche segment.
Didn't you watch that show? I never watched it.
Oh, God, The Tudors was wonderful with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Henry Cavill. That was the first time we saw Henry Cavill.
It was.
Oh, I'll never forget. He took my breath away.
Wow.
I have no breath. Y'all, that's a great watch. We also, Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones was Anne Boleyn. Spoiler alert. If you know anything about history, you kind of know how the Tudors ends. So, but Maria,
did they make you love Anne Boleyn too?
Oh yeah. Oh, you know the one who played the mom on Orphan Black? I can't remember her name.
Oh,
she was Catherine of Aragon.
No,
Maria something. I can't remember her. I'm hating myself. I cannot remember her name because I love
Maria
her.
Doyle Kennedy.
Thank you.
She's so good on Orphan Black. Ooh, yeah. Now I want to watch the Tudors.
She played Catherine of Aragon.
Ooh, y'all, watch Orphan Black. You can listen. I used to do a show with AfterBuzz about it, but just watch it. It's a good show. You never watched the end, did you?
No, I didn't.
You really should watch the last season. It's very, very satisfying.
I also highly recommend the Tudors. If you love,
was the ending good?
I watched it so long ago, I can't even remember. Yeah.
Anyway,
Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. That's all you need to know.
And that's been your gay DD segment for this episode of Below Deck. I
would say another gay thing. I liked when Tyler saw John. She's like, so he's so excited to see John be out and being married to a woman before, and he's like, this makes me want to come out to my parents. So because he grew up in South Africa in a very religious high school. He said Methodist high school. And so this is a wonderful thing for him to feel like he can do that and he's being empowered. In the next scene,
again, it made me want to come out more.
I don't think it's possible. In the next scene, though, we have lunch.
Baby. Now, who was saying that? It wasn't LaQuish. Was it?
I think
it was LaQuish saying that. Okay.
Y'all, this is someone
I didn't write down who was
who's enjoying their time on television and thinks that they might be funny, but no one else really thinks it's funny, and it's an awful person. Don't be this person in life.
I
Don't
mean, it's
don't order a sandwich and not eat it. I don't think I have to tell all any of our listeners, don't be an asshole.
don't order a turkey sandwich and a Sprite on a super yacht because honestly, that's just trashy.
hmm
Not,
I think
it's
I
not great.
it almost felt like, because unless she's just really this way, it almost felt like producers were like, yeah, keep going, keep going. But
No, yeah, I think it's her.
I will say, I don't think I've ever seen someone say, I can't sleep in the stateroom, it's creepy, so I'm gonna sleep here on this couch. uh and poor
Yeah,
Tyler got her a duvet cover.
a duvet
And she
cover.
snored away.
She got
Oh,
two turkey sandwiches, and I wonder if she ate the second one.
I
And
don't think
also,
so.
I don't think so either. And as she said, LaQuisha says, I'm a greedy guest. And so she requests, y'all, she wants a steak with 24 karat gold on the top.
There is nothing that says new money
Yeah.
like
Or
a
no
24
money.
karat gold. That's true. Not like a 24 karat gold steak, y'all. No,
Y'all,
no, no, no.
no, don't put gold on your fucking steak.
Well, as Rachel said, they want shit. They want glitter in their shit. I'll give them shitty glitter.
I'll give him shitty glitter.
I honestly think the less we talk about this woman, the better. I
I
don't have
agree.
anything positive to say. She's everyone else was lovely. I want to say my next teabag is the deck crew killed it. And
They
I will
did.
say, y'all, Ross is an asshole. He's creepy, he's weird, he's nonstop sexual. He's really pretty reasonably good at his job.
Yeah,
And now, is he causing problems now that Alyssa's gone? Is he more now that Katie's here? Katie's the only one. Hopefully things are a little bit smoother.
calmer. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope so.
But this whole Olympics thing, they did great. It
And
went really
Katie was
well.
great. This is the first time I've seen Katie shine.
It's like Katie, she did shine without both of those just fucking scab of humans there to try to suck off of her.
Yeah, Camille and Alyssa, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
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 But I just and at one point Fraser does, it does feel lighter. And I'm like, and the Captain Sandy's redemption arc. They even called her the Oracle. Y'all, I'm telling
The
you.
Grinch and the Grinch's heart grew 3 times that day.
And that's when they said that, I went, Lee's coming back. Because now he's got his redemption arc, a smaller one, and Sandy got hers. And everyone lived happily ever after. And Sandy did another DJ version of Four Non Blondes, What's Up? Ah, yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Well, wait a minute. Yeah. Have you seen the guy on the piano who does cheerleading mixes on TikTok?
I have not.
Oh, it's like this kind of nerdy white guy, but he's on the piano and he's like cheerleading, cheerleading soundtracks, volume 1, and it's like near, far, wherever you. Let's get the party started. And he does all the weird things and how, because if y'all watch those cheerleading shows, Ronnie from Crappens was that one. I was just texting. I was like, I'm so jealous. But y'all, the music is schizophrenic, the cuts that they use. Anyway, it was really funny. You should
I'll
watch
have to check it out.
I was going to say this,
my algorithm is fucked up on TikTok.
It's just sad women reading lesbian poetry.
No, it's none of that. It's really strange. I get a lot of random religious ones.
Oh God.
Or sometimes just like girls dancing by themselves in corners. My algorithm is fucked.
Okay, we need to move on.
We do.
I'm concerned. I will say this: Trossie Twats is one of the best drag names I've ever heard.
I don't understand it. Trossy twats? Is
You
there
don't
something I'm
need
not
to
getting?
listen.
Okay.
I don't know what Trossie means. It just sounds good.
Trotty
Trossie
twats
Twat.
or something. One other little thing, what a Sandy thing, when she was hearing the guest and she's like, where am I going? Oh, not that way. Another Sandy
was
not
funny.
wanting to see the guests, y'all, because she doesn't want to talk to these guests at all.
No,
She
not at
knows.
all. She doesn't want. No, not at fucking all.
What's your next tea bag? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Let's see. No, I already talked about Fraser said, I didn't know this was a weight I was carrying.
One other Sandy thing. I'm sorry, one more time. She's like, these guests, people are demanding. They'll ask for the moon. We can't give them that.
Can't give them that.
It was this moment. It's physically impossible to capture the moon and give it to someone. Trust me, I've tried.
Trust me, I've tried.
The gravitational pull, it would ruin the ocean tides. And I'd be out of a job.
I'd be out of a job, and the Earth would plummet through the universe.
All because one guest wanted the moon.
Wanted the moon.
And we can't give it to them.
Can't give it to him. That's all I have, actually.
Let me see if I have.
We have this bit where Haley gets worried that she said something in front of one of the guests, but I don't know if she heard. I don't think it'll be a big deal.
It won't. But at one point, she kind of lays down to the guest, goes back. She's like, "Sorry, we got glitter on your bed. We love you. We love you." Basically saying, "We love you, not your roommate." It was that moment of being caught, y'all, and Haley just wants to die.
She wanted to die.
It was funny. The only thing else we need to say, y'all, is Captain Lee's coming back. His doctors cleared him. Sandy is leaving him with the perfect setup for the rest of the trim, as he says. And it looks like next week, Ben knows the new stew. So that may create dead drama with him and his potential relationship with Camille, who he's head over heels for the girl.
Ben did look good in his Speedo, but I'm not attracted to him anymore because he wants to bone Camille in the Dominican Republic.
He's also just kind of shitty. He's always like, they should realize that Camille was fine. I'm like, are you that pussy blinded?
Yes.
That pussy blinded.
Well, who's the best in bed?
What do you mean? Who's the best?
We said crazy or great in bed.
Oh, she turns you out. Camille does.
She turns him out. Yeah.
Especially with someone who's probably not great in bed.
He's not before, no.
It's like you open that book of the never-ending story and you hear, turn around. Tell me what you see. And all of a sudden, y'all, you're riding on Falcor.
The never-ending story.
And you're seeing rock monsters.
Don't get us started on how Rock Monster is so gay. We've already done it. We've already done it.
That was the weirdest thing we've ever done. No, there's a lot of weird things we've done, but I exhausted my rock puns within about 3 minutes. That's the show.
That's the show, everybody. It's good. We'll be here next week. Be sure to check us out. Go to realitygaze.com. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and something else. TikTok. Find us on TikTok as well. Find our memes there. Until next week, y'all, though, enjoy. And as we always say, it's anchors